bosses, how are you? It's Kylie. So today we're talking about two of the most commonly overlooked keys to lasting and true success. Now, we hear a lot about success and what's going to make the difference and what's going to, explode your business to incredible success and all this sort of stuff. Like, it all sounds like instant gratification, doesn't it? But true, long-lasting success, like real success, is a very different ball game. And I'm sure you've all experienced some taste of success that was very hard won, or you met a goal, or you achieved some kind of outcome in your business or for a client, and you didn't feel as elated as you expected you would. And you didn't feel like celebrating it even. And instead you're kind of like, okay, well, what now? What's next? It just seemed empty. It was not the amazing experience of victory that you thought it was going to be. And that's so often the case. You know, you see that in people who are very much overachievers. They're like, will hit big goals, achieve them next, and they're still not even like happy, and there's still something missing. And so really what it comes down to, and can take us out of the game in so many different ways. In fact, this first one will take you out of the game before you even get started, and that is on your mindset. So what is actually going on between these couple of centimeters, 15 to 20 centimeters, in here, and the story how we're narrating our life, how we're narrating the situations and the conditions in our life, how we relate to our goals, how we relate to our business, how we relate to our clients or what we're offering, and it's everything. Yet we kind of just think like if we just try and build a funnel, or we try and do some more marketing, or if we put up a social media post every day, then it'll take care of itself. And it just doesn't. It doesn't. And even if you have that strategy, we have a strategy of, I'm going to do social media marketing to get to grow my business. I'm going to commit, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go big, go hard. I'm going to make all this content. And then day 3 comes along and you're like, oh, I just don't want to even do it. I don't even want to show up. I've got nothing to talk about. I don't know what to post. Or, it's just, you look at what other people in your niche are doing and you go into compare and despair. And you think, why the hell? What the hell am I even trying for? Who am I kidding myself? Who am I? Who am I to think that I can, show up and add value? And so, again, it's just mindset. We think it's real, right? We think it's that's a real evidence of why we're not succeeding, and that's really why. But it's all just mind trash. And what do you do when there's rubbish? You got to turf it out. You got to do spring cleaning, And so there's the obvious rubbish, which is I'm not good enough. No one wants what I have to offer. I'm just a failure. Why do I even bother? When you're hearing that it's okay, that's just mind rubbish. That's negative thinking. So that's easy enough to turf out, right? To recognize it for what it is. But what about when you're doing a deep spring clean, of your house? There's a lot more that needs to go through. You need to be a lot more intentional with a deep spring clean than you would be just emptying out the obvious buckets of rubbish, right? So if we talk about doing a spring clean of your house, you might open up a drawer and you might take on one drawer at a time or a cupboard at a time. And you're looking for things that are maybe broken. It's I was still kind of attached to that thing, but it's broken. And it's as fond as I was of that thing, it's broken and it actually needs to be thrown out. And so we need to do that as well. That might be like an old relationship. It might be an old way of getting your needs met that you've outgrown. It might have been leaning heavily on someone to make you feel better about yourself. Or it might be a habit like drinking on the weekend to feel better about life, and then be like, oh, that's actually broken. It doesn't make me feel better about my life anymore, so it's broken. And so you're gonna put that in the throwaway pile, right? You might have something that's just old. Yeah, it's old. It's past its use by date. It was once good, fine, fair enough, but it's old. It's not usable anymore. So that's also going to be in the either give away or throw it out pile. There might be something that's really tattered. And it was like, maybe an old hope or dream that, it was a dream that you had when you were very young, when your life view was very different to how it is now. And having been through some of the things that you've been through, you realize that it was probably a bit idealistic or a bit naive, or it just doesn't resonate with you anymore with where your world vision is at now. And so it's got to go. It's got to go. It's tattered, it's old, it's done. And then there's those things that never fit you anyway, but you just had them in your cupboard. There were gifts from other people that you accepted because you do not want to offend anyone. You accepted these gifts. You got them in the cupboard. They've been there the whole time for years, and they were never any use to you. And there might be other people's ideas about money, about wealthy people, about success, about working hard. That might have been your parents' ideas about being in business for yourself, not having security, or ideas about if you're a successful woman, what is that going to mean for your ability to have a mate, a loving partner. And those gifts that never fit you, that you never wanted, that have frankly no use or purpose in your life, they gotta go. So we gotta deep clean our mindset. We gotta get rid of all the stuff that is it's integrated throughout our life, and they're just there, they're part of the furniture, but actually, if we're intentional, we get rid of them. And a lot of that stuff will slow down your success. A lot of that stuff is it's like weights in a hot air balloon. It's going to stop you from reaching the heights, getting the perspective and clarity that you need to live your most amazing life, to experience incredible abundance and success and satisfaction and fulfillment and connection and freedom. So you have to get rid of it. So doing work on your mindset is just so important. And that's all it is. It's about looking at those things, those stories, the way that you see your life, and weeding out the shit that you don't want, throwing it out. Now, the second part to what I want to talk to you about today is aligning with your purpose. Now, some people think that they don't know what their purpose is. Some people say they just don't know. They'd really like to know. They just want to find their purpose, but they don't know what it is. And the truth of the matter, the way I see it, is actually they're just too scared to admit what their purpose is. So they might be afraid that their purpose is going to be too disruptive on the rest of their life. So they can't admit to what it actually is. Or maybe they think that their purpose is too boring, too small, too mundane, too domestic. It's not grand enough. It's not grandiose enough to be called a purpose. And that's also that's just a story. That's just also some of that clutter from the first step that needs to be thrown out. Because if something is in your heart and that is so important to you, and that's a drive for you to create your life, then you need to honor it. You need to honor it, and you need to give yourself permission to feel your purpose, receive your purpose, be guided by your purpose. So that's why it's so important to be able to do the mindset stuff first, to weed out the stories, to declutter all of the beliefs and the stories and the narrations and the what's a good person, what's not a good person, what is okay, what's not okay, all of those things that are keeping you in a little tiny box of what is acceptable. You need to sort that shit out, and then receive and celebrate your purpose. Own your purpose. Nurture your purpose. Celebrate it. Talk about it. Share it. Be inspired by it. Because purpose it's life. It comes directly from source. It comes directly from your spark, and it lights you up. When you're not on purpose, when you're not aligned with your purpose, you're fighting against your natural essence. And life is dreary, life is hard, life doesn't make any sense, nothing matters. It's all too hard, and it just doesn't work, it won't flow. But if you're someone who'd like a bit more ease, a bit more flow, a bit more connection and spark and joy in your life, then purpose is there for you. We each have our purpose, and that is a gift. It will guide you, it will hold you, it will direct you, it will inspire you, and it will lead you to create the life that is absolutely yours to create. A life that is completely aligned with what's most important to you. It's very, very powerful when you do this work. It takes enormous courage to do this, which is why there's so little focus on it. It's so much easier to be like, I just need a new strategy. La la la. I just need to find a new way to launch. I just need to find a new way to do social media. I just need to find a new way to get leads, build a new opt-in. I don't know, I need something. But I don't want to have to look inside, because I might ruffle a few feathers. There might be some decisions that I'm making that I'm just going with the flow with other people's preferences. I might have to make some difficult decisions. I might have to let go of some stuff that I feel sentimental about, even if it hasn't really fit me for years. Even if it's tattered or broken or old, or was an unwanted gift in the first place that I've kept because I didn't want to upset anyone. Even then, it takes courage. It takes courage to finally say, it's my time, it's my life. And I'm not going to hold my dreams ransom anymore to all of this clutter, all this mess. I'm going to clean it up, sort it out, turf it out, deep spring clean, baby. Home edit, the internal. And see what comes out. See what magic can flow from a clear and uncluttered space where I am welcoming my purpose, where I'm welcoming guidance and connection and wisdom and my joy to lead me. If you'd like help with this, then I would invite you to join me on a breakthrough session. Now, I offer this free for women who have been in business for at least 2 years, who are masters at what they do, very talented at what you do, and who are ready to up-level their life to the next level of magnificence. So if that sounds like you and you'd really like to find out more about what's not working for you, what you actually want to accomplish with your life force, your essence, your business, and you want to see a step-by-step game plan to get you from where you are to where you want to go, then send me a message, or I'll pop the link below this video, and we can jump on a Zoom call. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll have a chat about all of those things. What's not working for you, what you actually want to accomplish, and how you can get there. And we'll create your step-by-step game plan. Okay, well, I hope that conversation has been of value to you, and you might actually be aware of some stories, some gifts that have been hanging around, and you're ready to let them go. If you'd just like to find out more about how you can do that, then send me a message as well, and we can jump on a call together too. So yeah, just send me a message or click on the link below this video, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon. Let me know what stands out for you from this conversation. I'd love to hear. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.